My homily for the Feast of All Saints, the 2nd of November 2025. All Saints, are we not? Well, not yet maybe, but one day we will be. That is our hope surely, that one day we will be with God in heaven. Do we not say in the Creed, I look forward to the resurrection of the dead and the life of the world to come? It is what underpins our faith and hope, as St. Paul said. If our hope is for this world only, we are the most unfortunate of all people. Our hope in eternal life helps us keep this world in perspective. For all its trials, for all its joys and sorrows, it is but a passing phase, preparing us for something so much greater, eternal life with our loving God, when we will be like God, as St. John says, when we will see God as he is. So the key question is, how do we get to be saints in heaven? Today's gospel gives us a way of living that leads to heaven. Poverty of spirit, not getting too caught up in worldly things, mourning, grieving our losses, especially those who have died, which means we don't have a no-fuss funeral. We mark someone's life in the traditional way. We gather and pray as well as remember. We don't worship at the God of convenience and look to avoid all discomfort. Meekness, we act with humility and gentleness. Hungering and thirsting for righteousness, being merciful, pure of heart, we keep focused on God. Peacemakers, and accepting persecution and suffering for righteousness and for God. The challenge of following Jesus is considerable, but hopefully we can all identify how we live out at least some of those things. And we have the comfort of purgatory. Few of us will die in a perfect state of grace, like a martyr, or someone who has lived an heroic, saintly life. But there will surely be a basic faith and a basic goodness, and purgatory will purge what remains of the sin that clings so easily, as St. Paul says, so that ultimately we will be able to enjoy being in the presence of perfect love and goodness, our God. Our prayers for the deceased help them and help us too, as does any good or holy thing we can do for them. The prayers of the saints are a great help also, as they are close to God and positively want to help us. They're just waiting to be asked. God desires that all be saved, so he gave us his only Son to suffer and die for us. Jesus took on himself the punishment that was due for our sin. God has done everything he can to save us. We just have to accept his love.